What a legend he is. It's kind of like Chevy Chase had that reputation too.
I
Right?
don't know. You like it, right, Jerry Lewis? It's like filmic to like it.
Yeah.
He's just
French
being
love
annoying.
The French, they got till.
Yeah, but the French really know funny.
When are we
This is
walking in?
gold.
Are we
Okay, let's
starting?
go
Guys standing back up.
Newsom will have it.
When are we
Let's
walking
just
back
start
in?
here with it. Jerry Lewis is annoying, and the French don't know anything that's funny.
All right,
Let's start
I
this.
don't want to get.
We don't need
I
to do a
piss off
walkout.
Jerry Lewis.
Well,
He's a legend.
he's
Jerry, if
he's
you're
a
watching,
terror.
you're a legend.
I think he's dead. No.
He's dead.
He's dead. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another special episode of the Adam Friedland Show. I'm Adam Friedland. I'm once again recording from home because I'm gravely injured. Yesterday, while trying to pick up this very large water bottle right here, I threw out my back and I'm now at home resting and medicating with this pill. But as we know, the show must go on, and our guest this week is sitting California Governor Gavin Newsom, whose new memoir, Young Man in a Hurry, is available now wherever books are sold. It's actually Gavin Newsom's third book, following Citizenville, my personal favorite, and Ben and Emma's big hit, a gripping sports drama that follows two school children as they learn how to read using baseball. Young Man in a Hurry certainly doesn't carry the same readability, but it's the kind of book that you have to write because you write it before you run for the president. But here's hoping that someday down the line, Gavin returns to the Ben and Emma series, perhaps penning an even bigger hit. Please enjoy my interview with Gavin Newsom. The book is Young Man in a Hurry.
That's right.
It's about trying to find a bathroom, right?
Yeah, I did. Well, I finally found one on the third floor. By the way, it's a fine. You haven't been up to the third floor bathroom. You should get up there.
If they actually have a better bathroom than us, ours is like a...
Well, you don't even have a toilet in yours, so let's establish some facts.
We have two toilets and a urinal.
You don't right now. You have one toilet, and there's someone in there working.
Why are you're talking, you're letting them all know that the second floor...
I'm just trying to be honest with people about where we are.
Can you beep second, everyone? Can you... I really appreciate you coming on.
Good to be with you, man.
How's the book tour? How are you enjoying it?
It just came out yesterday.
You're moving
so this
units?
Is it.
Are you
I mean, this may be the end of the book tour. Day 2.
Yeah. What'd you get on the SATs, by the way?
You know, really? We just jump right there.
Yeah,
What'd you get on your SAT? Let's have that conversation.
I don't remember, actually. I don't know.
Oh, you're one of those
I think I got
guys.
like 14 or
Yeah,
something.
exactly. Right?
So
Really?
what?
Yeah, well, 960.
Yeah, I'm smart.
Is there anything wrong with that? Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
you probably are. I was
no,
going
I'm
to
not
take
smart.
it again.
You are smart.
I don't know that I'm smart, but I've got 960 on SAT, which, by the way, is, that's a fact. And I was going to do it again. My mother said, don't waste your time.
First of all, he got 1,600. He's doing the George Bush thing right now.
No.
Yes, you are.
My wife, I think, may have gotten 1,600. She's one of those Stanford people.
By all appearances, you seem like the lawyer to politician. That's like aesthetically, you look like that.
I was doing pre-law.
You're the restaurant.
That was the plan.
You're restaurant owner to politician.
All screwed up. It all went south on me. Yeah.
So it's you and Bobert are the two restaurant owner to politicians.
By the way, there's a few others. Hickenlooper. We used to hang out. Well, there was a bunch of mayors. John Hickenlooper was mayor of Denver. He's a senator now. He was governor of Colorado. All those guys, there was a sort of a group of people that were just different because they all had bar experience. They all had restaurant experience. So I'm a bar guy. I'm a restaurant guy. Still a bunch of bars.
Was Bobert hanging out, or you didn't let her?
No, I'm not with Bobert. I don't know. I've never met her.
You know what her restaurant is called? Shooters. It's a gun-themed restaurant.
Oh, that just makes so much
And apparently
sense.
it's a diarrhea-themed restaurant, I've heard too. I think we're going to get sued.
But that's who by the way, if I had an identity, it would be that restaurant guy. I still have a bunch of them. And that's why when I'm done with politics, I'll go back to the bar and restaurant.
Is that what you're going to do now that you're done with governor?
I got a sell-by date.
You're going to be an author / restaurateur?
I'm going to grow a beard, and then I'm probably just going to start delivering, wine again or something. I don't know what I'm going to do.
That's what you're going to do? Well, you've kind of stepped up. You've kind of ascended, right? You were like city council, kind of
parking and traffic, brother.
So you started at parking and traffic.
Yes, don't forget that.
Then you went to you worked your way up, mayor of San Francisco.
No, I worked my way down to supervisor, and then mayor. Yeah. But
down
I was chair
to meter maid.
Chair of. By the way, I changed the name meter maid to parking control officer.
Oh, this
just want to go on record.
This woke bullshit.
Yeah, that was. By the way, it was very emotional. People appreciated that. By the way, we did something.
With the meter maids?
Yeah, it's in the book. It's actually
lovely. Rita.
You must have read the damn book. We're talking about.
I read the book. Okay.
We not only changed See, I actually accomplished something as parking traffic commissioner. We changed the name from meter maid to parking control officer, and then we did parking control officer of the month.
Did you give them guns?
They don't have guns.
Yeah.
No,
that's why they're the least respected cop, because they don't have guns.
But meter maids is, don't you like parking control officer better? Seems a little more.
I have no respect until they get the gun. Okay, I'm
Jesus.
sorry.
They
get a gun and then we'll talk.
I in the book talk about a pellet gun that was used to shoot one of the parking control officers.
Yeah, and if they had an AR-13, it would have been.
Jesus. Well, if they had an AR-15, it would have been more impressive.
I don't even know what
13.
that is.
Yeah.
I don't know what a 15 is. They made a new one. Okay, San Francisco, from what I understand, is kind of, in terms of California politics, kind of like it's a talent factory. Right?
Weirdly, right? I mean, you may not,
like
you may despise
Speaker
all
of the
of
House,
us, but it conveys all these.
Former Vice President.
And then a legend, Willie Brown, who is connected to all this. There's sort of this Brown, Burton, Pelosi machine that it's referred to in Northern California. And San Francisco, man, everybody, I mean, the folks out on the streets and sidewalks know all about you.
Yeah.
Cab drive, all about you. It's 24/7 surround sound. Political engagement. So you got to be on your game all the time. And it's a big enough city and small enough city that you're expected to know everything and be everywhere and do everything.
I'd go when I was a kid to SF, like, because I had family that lived there, and it's a magical place. I mean, it's an unbelievable place. It's also, I was saying to you on the phone, it's like when it's winter everywhere else, it's like 75, and when it's summer everywhere else, it's like 32 degrees. It's like
the fog.
It's really doing its own thing, but it's also just like, it's on the West Coast, but it's like confined by geography. So they build up. It's like a real city. Like,
by the way, it was, who said it was about the summers? It was who the hell said it was?
Allen Ginsberg.
No, when in doubt, it was Allen Ginsberg. It's just that San Francisco was Ginsberg. No, but it was Mark Twain who said the coldest winter he ever spent was a summer in San Francisco because of the fog that comes in, and you get September, October, man, it's the most beautiful weather, and Golden Gate Park is stunning, but you go down to Crissy Field, you walk down there right near the bay, under the Golden Gate Bridge, come on, Presidio, there's nothing like it anywhere in the world. It's one of the most spectacular cities for all the hate that they're spewing.
Yeah, but a lot of those Burning Man kind of singularity, let's do ketamine, fucking.
By the way, I was like, those are my people back in the day. I started to do Burning Man. I started to do Burning Man sculptures when I was mayor. We started to put it out there. I never went, but I brought. They were bringing the sculptures back. I'm like, can't we put this stuff out?
We can't have a president that goes. I'm not saying you're gonna whatever.
You never been to Burning Man?
No way.
Back when it was cool.
Okay, the only way
now
is
it's all
no. It's
Burning Man's
never been
gentrified.
cool. It's ridiculous.
You never bought into that.
It's ridiculous. You're in the.
You haven't tried ketamine? You never did that?
It's the whole thing.
I don't know.
Listen,
Seems like a lot of people talking about ketamine.
On the phone yesterday, it was like two alpha. This is what happens when two alphas get together, butt heads. And let's just say the cameras weren't on, but it is 1-0 me. Okay.
Oh, really? Is that how we're starting this?
Yes, it is 1-0
wow.
me. Okay.
So you've edited the first part of this, and we're just going to jump right into it. It's 1-0 you.
So the book, it's not like a celebration.
By the way, you shouldn't be so competitive. It's not zero sum, man.
We're
all in this together, man. We're all in this together.
Whatever.
Yeah, your success is my success. We're all in this together.
No.
You don't buy that?
No.
Are you one of those people that begrudge other people's success? Like you just like, damn, man, that guy.
If they suck. If it's like the squad, if it's the team and they're eating, that's great.
You're good.
I'm happy for the boys.
I used to
this
be
guy's going to win Academy Award. This guy.
Is this guy right now?
He's an unbelievable talent.
Well, as long as we edit a few of the things, and we'll be all right. Are you an editor or just a cinematographer?
No, with the camera there.
He's just a cinematographer.
Director of photography.
Yeah, he's not. Forgive me. Is that it? Do you pay him accordingly? Why are they laughing, man?
He doesn't have.
What is that? How are you guys all doing here?
He's doesn't have He's undocumented.
You guys unionized? What is this?
Shut the fuck up. Okay.
Wow.
The chess match continues.
No, I'm just saying.
The chess match continues. Okay. I guess this is a very confessional book. It kind of ends right before your gubernatorial term. It's much more about where you come from and who you are. So, like, when someone reads this book, which I'm sure everyone is
unbelievable,
you're gonna get
day 2. Buy the book.
Buy the book. We're gonna move.
Best way to buy it is in bulk.
Go to Costco, buy a packet.
Buy a pack at Costco.
What do you want people to know about you? What do you think the message is?
Well, then I'm not this politician. I mean, this is about me.
Well, you are a politician.
I know, but the political side, it's that I'm a work in progress. I'm human. I make mistakes. I'm not trying to be something I'm not. I'm trying to actually express that I tried to be someone I was not. And I walked through that. I put a mask on and I tried to be, try to strike a pose, tried to be what people expected me to be. And I didn't, I made mistakes. I didn't feel good about myself, insecurities, anxieties. And so I scrutinized all that, man. And I dove deep. And it was a 5-year process. And I call it a memoir of discovery because I didn't even understand all this stuff about my background, my life, my parents. My mom died 20 years ago. My dad died right after I got elected. And I never had a chance to talk to them about their childhood and their backgrounds and their struggles. And so this allowed me to do that. And I learned about this house of secrets. And
how did you do it?
Life.
Did you interview people?
Yeah.
I
went back, I got FBI files. I didn't know there was tons of FBI files in the family.
Really?
I didn't know my grandfather was close to Oppenheimer. I someone had randomly mentioned, I didn't know about his suicide and what led to it. I didn't know that he was a prisoner of war after marching in Corregidor in World War II. I didn't know about my dad's forays into some interesting mob-related issues as it relates to old San Francisco back in the day. I didn't know the origin story of the Newsoms was an Irish cop, and my dad used to say he didn't know what came first, the Irish cop or San Francisco. And so you just start to learn about all that, and it started to make sense. All of a sudden, you're like, that's why this is interesting, or that's why my father did this 20 years ago, or that's why they got divorced. I didn't know why my parents got divorced.
It's because your dad lost 2 races.
Yeah,
right?
I lost 2 races. Why my mom said don't get into politics. I didn't know why she didn't want me to get in politics. Yeah. But it wrecked their marriage. It wrecked her youth, her life. She was 19.
And he
single.
was how old? 32?
33, man.
33.
As he described it, scandal.
Yeah.
She's 19, bro.
It's tough.
That's ridiculous. And imagine being like 19 and a couple years later with 2 kids and you come from no money, man. And a broken household. I mean, her family, mess in terms of just how she was
Her
raised.
mother was a Red, right? Her mother moved to the Soviet Union.
She was the Soviet Union.
Pretty cool.
Trigger Addis, that was her stage name.
Like
she was an actress.
She was an actress that moved to the Soviet. It's like that movie Reds.
Yeah, man. And then and that's why thus the FBI files on her parents, that they were, they're very involved in social justice and economic and racial justice. My great-great-grandmother was suffragette back in the day. So it's interesting, this advocacy that ran through it. But she didn't talk about that. No one talked about it. I didn't know about it until I wrote this book.
One thing that's unique about you is that America is a place where no one's from somewhere for 5 generations.
Yeah, it's weird.
You're a 5th generation San Franciscan. This isn't like a thing in this country, like, people aren't tied to a geographical place.
I want to make the point you're making because you just reminded me of something. No BS. When I was mayor, I think I was, at one point, I was the only elected official in San Francisco from San Francisco.
Really?
And it was like used against me.
Yeah.
Like I remember saying, when I grew up, in the people are like, who the f do you think you are, man? I'm like, I don't know. I just grew up here. I talked about the old neighborhood. They're like, what, some elitist?
Where was everyone else from? Burning Man?
Yeah. Burning Man. But you know what? That San Francisco is like, someone described it as 47 square miles surrounded by reality. Right?
What,
A city
Oakland?
of dreamers. Reality Oakland and East Bay.
Yeah.
Vallejo. Hercules. No, you remember Hercules? It's still there.
Oh, really?
Drive by it.
Do you ever ghost ride the whip?
No?
I
haven't. Have you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A lot of my friends actually hurt themselves severely in high school trying to ghost ride the whip. Have you ever heard the whistle go whoop whoop? No?
What's the whistle doing? Whoop whoop.
No.
By the way,
one
of the things you got to do, no BS, like to really appreciate San Francisco, you got to walk the cable up the Golden Gate Bridge to the top.
It sounds scary.
It's off the chart amazing.
Really?
Done it twice. It is
too scary, bro.
Zen-like, relaxing. You want beauty, man.
Yeah.
That you look at that. You look down at Alcatraz. You see the skyline of San Francisco, the Farallon Islands, where all the great white sharks are. Marin County. Eat your heart out. All those folks on Fox just talking down to my old city. It is a spectacular place.
Yeah.
And so 5 generations there. My kids 6th generation, which is crazy. We finally moved.
Your great-great-grandfather started the fire, is that right?
They started it.
He started the fire?
Did he start in 06?
No.
I remember, one of the coolest things, I was there, I didn't write about this. There's beautiful Lotus Fountain is where everyone came after the earthquake. And it was like the only working water. And remember, it wasn't the fire, it wasn't the earthquake that destroyed the city, it was the Great Fire afterwards. And so people started to descend on this area. And we had the 100th anniversary when I was mayor, 2006. And I remember going down, and there was 5 or 6 survivors, and it went live. I interviewed people at 5 in the morning, freezing cold. And there's these wonderful old ladies wrapped up, and they looked all demure. And
how old were they?
102? Like 106, 7, crazy. And one of them, and so we're live on, I think it was the Today Show or something, and I'm trying to be the MC mayor. You know, tell me, what do you remember that day? And
that's cute.
And a few cute things. And then one woman says, oh, I remember getting frisky with my boyfriend in the tent.
That doesn't make
And I'm
any
like, what
sense.
are you, like 14 years old or something? I can't even remember.
So
how
she was 114
I don't know, man.
years old?
I think she was making it up or something, but it was like she
had dementia.
She got deep into the inappropriate stuff. And like, I'm live, I'm trying to act all, we're good.
On
and
television.
we'll be right back after
And I went to the
break.
forest and pulled my skirt up for the boys. Yeah.
And I was like, so anyway, that's San Francisco, man. It's by the way, interesting. Just where the flag of San Francisco is the Phoenix.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Phoenix rising from the ashes of the 06
That's
earthquake,
pretty pimp.
which I feel like is where we are today, or where we'll be in the future after we're done with Trump.
Can I rapid fire quiz? San Francisco quiz. Who's the best San Francisco band ever?
Bro, I was just with Bobby Ware's family at his
the funeral.
Funeral, man. I mean, they gave me.
It has to be. It has to be.
I mean, come on, but the Dead are just so synonymous with everything.
How many shows have you been to?
Not many, and they actually rubbed that in when I was there. But
You did a little bit of
no,
this?
in fact,
You
I
did
write
back-
about that. No, that was weird.
Yeah, you said you never did weed.
No, it was weird. I never got into that.
So you stood there listening to deedle for 4 hours, not doing any weed?
It was the opposite.
How
you
do
know
you
what?
do that
You know,
sober?
I was the first Dead concert I went to. I wasn't even in the concert. I was working for. I wasn't working. I was volunteering for the Environmental Defense Fund, and I had a booth, and I was out there promoting the environment. I was that guy.
Here's the second question. What's the best San Francisco delicacy?
Oh, a Lucas.
What
Are you
is-
seriously
what is that?
asking me?
What
Why
is
did you
that?
ask that? How do you not know that?
A Lucas?
Lucas Deli on Chestnut Street.
Oh,
in the
delicatessen
Marina.
or
Yes.
delicacy?
Delicatessen.
Okay. Who is the best San Francisco football star who later played at USC and won the Heisman Trophy and then played for the Buffalo Bills, ran for 2,000 yards in one season, was in the Naked Gun, and then was falsely accused of... Who is the best...
And I ain't going to OJ. What are you talking about?
That's your GOAT, bro.
That's my goat.
That's your
Back to
goat.
the editing. I want to get. Can we edit this?
I'm saying, what's the best band? What's the best delicacy? And who is the best football standout star?
Come on, the best of the best.
Who
The
later
goat.
went to USC, won the Heisman Trophy, played for the Buffalo Bills.
No, the goat is Joe Montana, bro. Number 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's not
Period.
from there.
5 rings. What?
He's
Well,
from
kind-
SF?
He is, from my perspective. I don't know, where did Joe grow up? I should know this. I've gotten to know him over
Probably
the years.
Burning Man.
He's everyone comes from Burning Man. They all just appeared from the middle of Earth and just all emerged.
Oh, God. Grow up, okay?
I'm just saying.
Grow up.
That's it.
We're
Why you
making a
hate-
sculpture
What is
made
it?
out
Did
of
you get, as a
lasers.
kid, were you injured by someone who went to Burning Man or something? Or
No, it
what
wasn't a
happened?
thing at Burning Man.
What was it? What offense?
I just don't need to listen to the guys that are quite frankly, going to ruin the world talking about drugs and
This ketamine
the
thing you're on.
singularity.
Singularity. There is a little. By the way, you're onto something with all
Those
that stuff.
idiots, they know all the problems in the world, but they think only they can solve them. And then oftentimes their solutions are just moronic solutions.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, we're now actually. I hear you. I got it. All right.
Did you see when Uber invented? They were like, it's called Uber Route, and you could just hop on and it goes on a route, and they just invented the bus. Yeah, like they acted like this is the new. Yeah,
Man, I will say
they're such dildos. Those
they
guys.
definitely
Yeah.
destroyed the taxi industry as we know it. But
It's rough.
by the way, when you're in San Francisco, I saw Waymo just announced they're rolling out to 10 more cities. They've been in 6, but that future started in San Francisco first.
Yeah.
And I'm no bullshit. The other day I have a picture. I think there were 6 Waymos in front of me, driverless cars in traffic. I mean, it's like stuff's happening in real time.
Have you been in one?
Yes.
It's a confident driver.
It's a confident.
I thought it would be like a granny, but the robot is confident.
It's confident. And then they have the Zooks, which are not even cars. They're
That
just
sounds
like
like a
little
slur.
convention things. It sounds like
The Zooks?
Zook. By the way, the flying cars are coming too for the Olympics. They're going to have the first sort of quad flying cars. So that's the next iteration. It's all Jetsons are here, man, not the Flintstones. Yeah. What, you don't like that either?
Can we just go to the doctor, I guess? Can we just have healthcare?
I went to your third-story bathroom, man. That's old school. So that's maybe, you know.
You were a suit kid to school.
I was a dork. I told you. My sister said that. She was very. I was trying to be like Remington Steele. Yeah, I love Pierce Brosnan. I don't know. I love Pierce Brosnan. So I'll admit I love that guy.
But did you chill in a crew
I wanted to be
of
that
other
when I was a
suit
kid.
guys, or you were the only?
I was the
suit
only.
guy?
I was a complete loser.
Okay,
I mean, an
but
absolute loser.
I'm
I had
sorry.
a flock of seagull haircut. Look it up. You guys are too young. You don't know.
We
the way
know
they
what
were.
it is. We're not idiots.
Back in the day, and it was bad, man. It was bad.
But suit,
like bad.
Suit bad grades is psychotic.
Yeah, no, I
It
was
doesn't make sense.
struggling, man.
Suit bad grades is
I'm always
crazy.
struggling. Why is that?
It's just crazy.
I didn't like.
You're a suit bad grades, but I don't buy. I think you're a liar because I think.
What if it's a liar? There, I got photos.
You bat 460.
No, I was pretty good.
Your senior year, and you were suit bad.
Yeah, I was pretty good.
Bad
athlete.
grades 460.
But I was
sense.
a pretty good athlete back then. Now you have to be, like 8th graders are better than I was in high school today. But
dude,
no, I was like basketball, baseball, and that saved me, man. Sports saved me. Got me into college. That's how you get into college with a 900 or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Dude,
see,
why are you doing this? You're doing
just
like
like
Jewish
perception.
comedy with this book. Like,
I'm not
and
doing
my
Jewish
mother
comedy.
sent me to my analyst. And no, look at look at this. Look at everyone. Look. Do you think
Okay, what are you
this
showing?
is a suit guy?
That was it. Yeah,
This
there's
is the guy
my
who
flock of
lost his
seagulls.
virginity at 11. Okay,
That's not, by the
This
way,
is the coolest
did not.
guy I've ever seen in my life. I
think
need
I was
him.
senior in high school. I was senior in high school.
So you
Didn't have any
become cool
girlfriends.
at that point?
By the way, you see the flock of seagull haircut under the hat?
It's
right
barely,
there.
it's
just out there.
barely a flock of
Dippity
seagull.
doo.
You're making it sound like you were a gothic.
They had a little thing. I'll never forget. I think it was. I can't remember her name. Tracy, whatever. She was one of the
Lords.
Dippity doo, Gavin. It was like one of those. We love. Some weird cheer. It
A
was like,
girl
I was
had
that,
a cheer for you?
It was like a cheer.
One thing I don't know. I toss around in my mind is like, is this like a preemptive like defense of like things that you get hit on?
Yeah.
Or like because you look like just like your dad is the CEO of the money company, right? You look incredible. I mean, he's one of the hottest guys ever.
I wish
And politics is ugly. Politics is ugly people, right?
It's,
You have to chill with.
It's
you have
Hollywood
to chill
for
with
ugly
gremlins.
people. It's
Yeah.
Hollywood for ugly people. That's
You're
what
like
it's
you're walking around. You're like the talent is not.
What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
But what I'm saying is this: you're saying like, no, my mother struggled. She had multiple jobs.
Yeah, 3 jobs all her life. She died, as I said, 20 years ago.
Tell us about your dad.
My dad he wasn't around. He disappeared when we were kids. He ran for supervisor, county supervisor, state senate, lost, said he was broke in, and then just took off and went to Lake Tahoe region near Truckee, became an attorney up there, and eventually became a judge. But he was an activist judge. So it was like social justice, racial justice, environmental justice. That's why I was out there with EDF, Environmental Defense Fund. He was on the board at the Dead concert. So there was always cause oriented. You always had social justice, and that was the influence he provided. But was my mom's ethic, hard work, and grit. But what happened, and what I write about in here, is the perception of me, besides the blue suits and all that. Was the association with the Getty family, which is a wealthy family. And,
Your dad was like a consigliere kind of to one of the sons.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up with 2 of the kids in high school, and they basically were raised by my grandfather. They used to show up at Boss Newsom, and they called him Boss back then, they just became Boss back in the day. But just became incredibly close, including, by the way, my dad was Paul Getty's godfather, who's one who had his ear cut off, was kidnapped. And,
in the ransom. Your dad did deliver the
he
ransom?
didn't do the direct ransom, but he
Yeah.
was deeply part of it, which I describe in the book. And it was kind of a sort of worldwide phenomenon back in the day. In sort of that Dolce Vita 70s day. One of the world's first billionaires was J. Paul Getty, actually one of the first. And he refused to provide the ransom for his grandson. It became an issue, and he eventually only did
respect that.
enough Well, he said, I got 13 others or 20 others, however many he had. And he said, now I'd be writing a check for all of them.
That is crazy. You're a billionaire.
And so the guy, so what they did, they cut his ear off. They're like, kid, we mean business. And they put it in an envelope. And there was a strike, an Italian strike, so it didn't arrive in the mail for a while. And it was kind of deteriorated.
Yeah.
And Paul, lucky, survived because they gave him a date certain that they would take his other ear and other parts of his body off. And eventually the ear arrived, and there was a freckle on it that his mom recognized to verify it. And that's when they got very serious about getting him home.
One thing I was like wondering is like your dad had a relationship with one of the children where he was kind of like ran his investments.
Yeah,
kind
he
of
was
personal wealth. Yeah,
yeah, he's working for one. There's many
like the family
trusts. Yeah. And so after he was judge and retired from judge, he began in a more formal role. He was always
Did that help
the
with
family
alimony?
guy.
Did that help your mom?
No, he didn't get. In fact, I talk about how much he got paid, which was not
the
less
Getty-
than I get paid as governor. So he never made any money. I mean, significant money. There's a perception that he made a ton of money. He died. My dad died with a house in the gold country, very conservative part of the state.
Sounds rich.
Because it's just,
Yeah, it sounds very rich to me.
An old cabin in Dutch Flat, California, with 2 mortgages, and his inheritance was all these books that I talk about never reading because I have
dyslexia,
pretty bad learning. That's not my jam. That's the 960. And so, anyway, I talk about that in relationship to some of the academic struggles, my reading struggles, which I don't read speeches today. I'm a politician that doesn't read a speech because I can't read a speech. And that may not be interesting, and maybe they'll go, oh, that's why you're so bored and bad. I get it, but, those that hate me.
Well, did it help you learn how to schmooze?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you pick up a room, you talk about whether or not people are unionized, how much they're getting paid, and you feel a different vibe.
You have no idea.
I'm gonna do a card check.
No
on
idea
you,
what I'm coming for you.
Card check.
Yeah.
So I got your back, man.
I'm a nerd.
What's your pension look like?
I'm 6'3" and I'm a nerd. The book.
You don't have a pension.
Why do you write a book about?
You have
the
health
biggest.
care. Are you
pimp
doing
of the-
full-time health care for these guys?
Yes, I am, boys. How's the healthcare?
Okay,
Give it
that's
up for the
gonna help you.
boys.
Maybe I won't get all
Give
the
it up for the
signatures.
boys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Paid
yeah.
sick leave though. What do you got?
Maybe you can help me by. I don't have to pay for it. That we can do it through the taxes. I don't really know much about dyslexia, but whatever they want to do in the Castro district is fine by me.
When was the last time you heard Castro?
Constantly, every day.
By the way, you know what you need to do? A lot of people go to the Castro Street Fair. You got to do the Folsom Street Fair.
That's like the bondage one.
That's
Like,
different, man. That's different. I'll never.
You
forget.
go to that?
I
You
remember
say
the
vote for
first
me to a
time-
gimp?
I never.
Yeah.
I never forget the first time I
God.
went there. I want to say what I'm going to say. I'm not going to say it because
Yeah.
I still am. I'm facing even more recall.
You saw one of the biggest penises you've ever seen in your life?
I've got what I can never unsee what I saw.
Really?
Yeah. I'm looking at it right now. But I can't share it.
Well, we're jumping around a bit, but like the first time I became aware of you was like you were like performing gay marriages. Like you were kind of the first. You kind of like invented it. You kind of came up with the idea of two fellers getting. Do you think that it made San Francisco a place like that gay people like to live in?
We married 4,036 couples from 46 states, 6 countries in the winter, not summer, of love, February 2004 in San Francisco. Man, it was off the charts amazing. Like next level, just spirit, pride, the stuff that you can't legislate that. It happens. People coming together, pilots and firefighters, doctors, so extraordinary because nothing about it was that extraordinary. It's just about love, man. It was just about people expressing their love, faith, and devotion and partnership. And that energy was, it inspires, just a mindset of what public service can and should be.
Yeah.
It also was against the law.
And they sent you to Alcatraz?
Design, he's working on
East Wing?
Well, no, he's doing the $400 million Kremlin Imperial Palace there, but he's spending your tax dollars now reviewing whether to turn Alcatraz back into a federal prison.
That'd be kind of cool, actually. The Rock,
dude. Rock. Wasn't that a great movie?
He's so sick.
But that was when movies were great.
Sick where he dies in the nuclear. Yeah.
Come
So
on,
sick.
That's good. And that come on.
Great San Francisco flick.
Thank you. Yes.
We've got to go back to the Rock.
The Rock.
Yeah. I want to talk to you. First of all, I really appreciate your time. And I think we've done enough of this grab assing, and
When are we
let's get
starting the
real.
interview? We're about.
Do you have an announcement to make?
What is that?
So why don't you go ahead?
Boxers. What do you mean
Come on,
announcement?
shut the fuck up.
Jesus.
What do you?
What is
Come on,
that?
you promise.
What's the announcement?
It's big. It would be big for the show.
Unbelievable.
Just do it for me, dude. Honestly, I was nice enough to have you on. Even if you take
What's
it
your
back,
favorite
even if
Beatles
you say,
song?
"Psych, I'm not running for president," just say it on the show. I'll get a clip. It'll go viral. It'll be good for
You're
me.
all about.
I
That's
was
it.
nice enough to invite you.
You are nice enough to invite me, and I haven't been nice enough to organize your staff. Get them the kind of health care and pension they deserve.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
You were nice enough to write a book like they all do before they announce that they're running
Yeah,
for
I know,
president.
politician with a book. I'm surprised you had me on, man.
But your book
Jesus.
is called "I'm Not Cool," actually. Even though you're 6'3" and like a piece of
6'2".
You're a
6'2 and a half.
smoke. I can't even look at you.
2 and a half.
I can't even look. I can't even look at you. California is what, the 4th largest economy at
Yeah,
this point, right?
$4.3 trillion a year.
The
Yeah.
attitude in America isn't like, oh, these big, just because they're so big and strong, they look down on us. The attitude is like poop-covered, hobo-infested hellscape,
100%.
right?
Yeah, pisses me off.
So the question is, like,
Honestly.
obviously, you've explained that this is like something that kind of the Murdoch sphere has pushed for 20 years.
Yeah.
That makes total sense. But like, if you are being attacked on those grounds directly,
how do
if
you
you're
defend
meeting
that?
someone, or let's not even attacked. Let's say you meet someone in the middle of the country.
Yeah.
Right. Some guy at the Iowa State Fair. He's eating fried shit or whatever. Are you gonna have to eat fried shit at the Iowa State?
It's fried. What is it? Fried butter, fried. I don't know.
You're literally, you had a restaurant, you had a nice restaurant, you're like, oh, I love this fried turd.
Come on.
If someone comes up to
Your
you
roots.
and they say, you are a governor of a failed state, if they say to you, your shit sucks,
Yeah.
it's your fault,
Yeah, cool.
you
They will
let
say
in
it.
let in busloads of hobos and illegals.
Yeah.
This is a common perception. How do you address a person directly?
Well, I mean, we can talk about the fact we went from the 6th largest economy to the 4th largest economy. We can talk about the fact we went from 49 to 58 Fortune 500 headquartered companies, more than any other state in the nation. We could talk about having more scientists, engineers, more Nobel laureates, the finest system of higher education anywhere in the world. We could talk about the fact we're the center of innovation and entrepreneurialism with AI, with quantum, with robotics, with autonomy, dominating in research and development as the 3rd largest R&D center in the world. We could talk about being the most diverse state and the world's most diverse democracy, and we're living and advancing together across our differences. We can talk about it being a tonic for our toxic politics. We can talk about how California's energy and daring across the spectrum of issue on climate change, on social policy, on racial policies, on social justice policies are the dominant policies that have influenced more change across this country than any other state. I could begin there, and then I can get to the details of what the issue that they want me to address is and try to balance that.
Okay, I'm a guy like in Dayton, Ohio. I don't know what any of that
I
means.
know.
I just heard it's covered in poop and stuff. Okay,
Yeah, exactly.
So
Exactly.
why don't
Well,
you just
start
say?
with the
Why don't you
meta.
say like, bro, it's mad nice. It's California. It's
Yeah.
mad nice. We
So
have the beach. It's gorgeous. Like, just come visit. It's mad nice, actually. Right? That's what people say about New York. They're
After you're at Burning Man, come to California. It's mad nice.
It's nice.
It's nice.
It's a nice place. They have
It's
nice
beaches,
restaurants. They got beaches. Just
you're
tell
in
the guy
deserts, you like the mountains,
that guy's not going to care
like
about
clean air.
the Nobel laureates.
You don't like all the
Just be like,
economic
it's-
vibrancy.
It's really
they don't care
nice.
about.
But I'm saying a regular guy who's
No, well, I
heard for
know.
20 years that it sucks.
Yeah.
Just be like, bro, just come through. It's nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Come, right?
By the way, this is.
It's actually gorgeous.
Why do I have political consultants?
I honestly am
no,
smart.
like actually, like no bullshit. Like everyone who's watching this is like their team. That like 2-0 right now. Kick
Just
my
say,
ass.
bro, it's nice.
No, it's bad. I just got my ass kicked.
Right?
100%. I sound like a fucking politician. Yeah,
Yeah,
going
I mean,
through
like-
litmus. Just it's mad nice, man. Come
Honestly,
to San Francisco. Come on,
come-
bro. Beautiful, man.
I mean it. I
Mad
don't know if
nice.
he's serious
Walk with
or not.
me
You
in
think
Venice
he-
Beach.
You think he feels me?
Santa Monica. I'm dead serious.
I thank you, bro.
No, I appreciate the vibe,
No,
and it's
I
a
could do
California vibe, which is ironic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be like, dude, it's chill.
Yeah, California dreaming, man.
There's hot girls. There's nice beaches. It's just nice.
The
Just-
West Coast has the sunshine.
The weather's
and
good.
the girls are, you know
Yeah,
it.
just like, have
Little-
you heard the
little
Beach
Beach
Boys?
Boys.
Yeah, yeah.
By the way, you know what? That is the vibe we need back. See, I'm dead serious. I appreciate this. You're right. You're 100%. What happens, and by the way, I write about this in the book, but that's what I have this defensiveness about a lot of this stuff. And that comes across, and it comes across as slick and bullshitty. And you called it out. I appreciate that.
You're doing like the 8 Mile thing where you're like, I live in a trailer. My mom
but it's like, but it's actually true.
Right now.
But it was true.
Just
it's like
I'm hot. I'm hotter than the rest of
by
the
the
people that are in the government.
My mom deserves me to tell her truth, and so I told the truth. But look,
I connected a lot with the story of her passing because I was there for my mother's passing 5 years ago.
What were you doing?
Well, I'd like you to share your story from the book first, and then.
Yeah, that was intense, man. I mean, so you literally went through the same thing.
Well, I wasn't like busy. I was like there for 3 months.
Okay, so
Yeah,
through the end.
Yeah, you were like the mayor.
I was an ass,
Yeah.
as a little piece of shit
Yeah.
son that was not paying attention to her. She calls me, leaves a voice message, and says, "If you want to see me, you should see me before next Thursday because that'll be my last day." And I'm like, "That's a hell of a voice message."
Yeah.
And called my sister and like, "What's going on?" She goes, "Well, you haven't been around. You should pay attention. Mom is doing an assisted suicide, and it was illegal back then. It's 20 years ago, and so she got a courageous doctor." And I started spending a little time with her and sort of, talk about a pattern interrupt in life. Get your shit together. Focus on what matters, not just yourself and what you're trying to achieve and be. And it was intense, man. I went there. Everyone spent time with my mom in the room, in the back. Everyone's in the living room, in her apartment. And she just wanted to be with my sister and I as the doctor gave her the final, whatever the cocktail was.
Yeah.
Doctor leaves and says, "It's all set," just quietly disappears. My sister on one side, I'm on the other side. We're looking through all our old photos, the sort of 70s type photographs. And she's just, "Oh, I remember there." And then she's having a hard time breathing. My sister just panics and just takes off. And she's like, I say, "Go." And then I didn't know what to do. And I was like, so I was there with her by myself in those last sort of violent breaths. And then just put my head on her stomach and was there quietly for another 10, 15 minutes, just bawling and just reflecting on what a piece of shit I was, not to have been with her all these months.
What impact did that experience?
I hated
What did
her.
that change?
I hated her.
You
Pissed
hated
me
her in
off. I was
that
like,
moment?
don't do that. Yeah, don't, like, who allows their kids to be there to go through this? And
Well, I think a lot of people do it that way.
yeah, I just felt that at the time. I felt, and like, because I saw my sister breaking down, I'm like, the pain she was struggling with, like, I was so glad she wasn't there to experience that. But no bullshit. And I write a lot about it. Over the process of a 5-year period, it's why that memoir discovery, man, I'm now holding her hand, that breath is my breath, I don't want to like be maudlin about it. And I'm so thankful to her that she gave me that privilege. And it took years to understand that.
Have you considered that she wanted to be with you and your sister at that moment, right?
Yeah,
She wanted to be
of
surrounded
course.
by
She
the
wanted
two
it
of
the
you.
last thing she saw. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It was, make me,
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
she
sucks,
said,
yeah.
and I remember the last words. She said, so, hey, man.
Yeah.
That's, you don't get those things back. And so, when you're asshole in a hurry, this is like, I'm growing up, man. And every day I'm growing up and trying to be a better father. I've got 10-year-old tomorrow, 12, 14, 16-year-old, and better husband. And so that's the journey I'm on, man.
Yeah. I had the same experience. I think I told my dad I didn't want to be there. And my dad said, "That's your choice, obviously." And then it ended up that I was there. And it was like, it was the right thing.
Was it at home or is it in?
It was at home.
Yeah, it was at home.
Yeah, well, it was like the first 3 months of COVID. She had brain cancer, so we were all there together.
God bless.
Yeah, she was the best. She was twin. I was very close with her. Yeah.
How old was she?
She was 58 or 68.
68.
Too young.
Too young. Yeah.
Really, really low.
My mom was. I'm much older than my mom when she passed away. Which is, by the way, when you get to that age, that's a hell of a birthday. When you outlive your parents, when you meet that moment where you're like, Jesus, my mom died at the age I am. You're like, so you start to count blessings, man. Not, and the days, the finality of it, memento mori.
Yeah.
You can walk around with that this notion, the finality of this.
What was the issue? She was just hard on you? She was
No.
like exhausted from work, and then she like told you were average and stuff?
Yeah, man, because I was struggling. I was bouncing out of schools and, always faking being sick. And, I honestly, people have certain degrees of dyslexia. I literally couldn't do books. I faked reading. I got into Cliff Notes. I'd copy the Cliff Notes and submit a book report.
Yeah.
Getting caught. I mean, it was pathetic.
I used to cheat a lot too.
Do you?
Yeah.
What kind of? What?
It was out of laziness.
Out of laziness, yeah, because the 1600 SAT,
no.
it was too easy. I just got bored. But for me, it was like desperation anyway. So one night I'm just, she's trying to put me to bed. She's back late from, work, and I'm not going to bed. I'm crying. And she's like, it's okay to be average. And I'm like, fuck you.
But that's really nice, actually, to say.
And
you don't have to get
felt
straight
at the
A's.
time that wasn't harsh in hindsight, but it was harsh at the moment. Yeah. And it was her just saying it's okay to be yourself. See, I didn't see it like that.
My parents told me it wasn't acceptable not to get straight A's.
I never had that expectation.
My parents are Chinese. They're Mandarin. We speak Mandarin.
Tiger parents.
Yeah, they're Mandarin. No, I totally understand. It does change completely everything.
Yeah.
It changes your perception of kind of what the point of everything is. And I feel like you. It seems as if you've gotten there now. It's a very raw perspective. Do you feel like politicians have to be more? I don't know. We didn't know that FDR was in a wheelchair.
I know.
Right?
Yeah. So true.
Kennedy was just slaying.
Yeah. Just barely could have his back was moving. He was on
didn't know,
steroids and all pumped up with all kinds of shit.
We didn't know his body was broke. Yeah. We didn't know that Reagan was senile.
No, I mean.
Do you think that
that's the problem?
There's an aspect of public life now that you have to disclose. You have to, because of the concept of authenticity, that you have to kind of be more forthcoming because people respond to it more.
I think the proverbial Overton window, as they refer to it, but it provides a little bit more latitude and grace in that respect. But I think you can't get through this nowadays without people just calling the bullshit like you did on my answer on California. And I honestly, I think people just want be yourself, man. Let it go.
Yeah.
And that's what this book is. It's me, as I said, scrutinizing, not sanitizing who I am. And you may not like me even more. You may not like me more because of this conversation. Uh-huh. It is what it is, man. I can't control that. And I always was trying to do that. I was always trying to control things. That's why I put the gel on. That's why I put the suits on in high school. That's why I tried to be like people I wasn't. That's why I was trying to always be something and not spend time with my mom like I should have, and people and family and friends. And so I went. So I think I went through this recall in California. They almost took me out. And I'll tell you, I don't. No one gives a shit. But when you're on the receiving end of the humility of having a recall qualify, when you literally
you mogged, you did. No, but honestly, it was a non-presidential election year. It was a special election. You won by a landslide. Enough people were like, "I'm going to go to the polls. I'm going to go to the polls to be like that. I want to save Gavin." Right?
It was wild.
Because the people that want to vote against you really want to vote against you, right? Yeah. And you also were lucky you didn't have Arnold Schwarzenegger. Otherwise, if you ran against fucking Conan the Barbarian, dude. Yeah. Ray Davis was fucked. Dude,
California.
You got some guy from radio.
You're gonna wake up. These states.
It's
this
so
complete mess. These Democrats. They don't. They're so stupid. Slow.
In looking at your career, I see 3 inflection points, kind of that were just there's.
That was one of them.
That is the third. I would say, kind of the gay marriage.
Yeah.
And then running against the big dog, getting Leno'd basically, right?
Leonard?
Yeah, how they gave Conan the Tonight Show, and then Leno wanted to come back.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So Jerry Brown kind of.
Interesting. That's interesting. You picked that up. That's actually. Wow.
So
well
that's
done.
the second inflection point.
You do need to give your staff a raise. It's impressive.
They're not doing shit, dude. It's all
that's why they're not. That's why they don't have the
This guy Thomas is.
You said he wanted to get some damn Academy Award.
I got
apparently he's good at that.
I got them from Home Depot. I got them from Home Depot.
Okay. I thought we were at Costco. You talked about buying my book in bulk.
Hey guys, I'd like to thank our members for supporting us here on YouTube.com. You make the show possible. Members get access to all of our episodes early, and if you join the second or third tiers, you get your name in the credits of this fine program. If you'd like to join the Friedland Family Foundation, do so by clicking the join button here on YouTube.com or by clicking the link in the description. You can also support us on Patreon if you prefer. The link for that is also in the description. Thanks a lot, guys. Hey guys, I'm going on the road, and I'm going to be doing Side Splitters Tampa April 17th to the 18th, San Francisco, California, Cobb's Comedy Club May 29th to the 30th, and the Regent Theater in Los Angeles, California, May 9th. There's a link in the description for tickets. We'll be adding more shows in more cities later this year, so stay tuned. AdamFriedland.show for tickets, and rest in peace to the one and only Robert Duvall. Thank you. The start of the year gets people starting to think about their finances, like paying off debt, building of an emergency fund, or saving for major milestones like buying a home, children's education, retirement, etc. Are you done with just tracking your past spending? Do you want a tool that helps you plan, project, and proactively measure that goal? Set yourself up for financial success this year. Monarch is the all-in-one personal finance tool designed to make your life easier. It brings your entire financial life together, budgeting, accounts and investments, net worth, and future planning together in one dashboard on your phone or laptop. Feel aware and in control of your finances this year and get 50% off your Monarch subscription with the code TAFS. Paying off debt or saving for a major goal like an apartment is at the top of my mind right now. And that's why Monarch has helped me make progress on it. It shows me exactly where my money is going and helps me redirect it towards what matters most. With automatic tracking and clear projections, I can see myself actually getting closer to being debt-free or hitting that savings milestone instead of just hoping that it happens. Unlike most other personal finance apps, Monarch is built to make you proactive, not just reactive. Tracking your money is easier than ever with some of Monarch's most popular features. Data visualizations from Sankey diagrams, pie charts, line charts, and bar charts, investment tracking, a visual picture of my portfolio performance in relation to the S&P 500. Monarch helps users save over $200 per month on average after joining. 8 out of 10 members feel more in control of their finances with Monarch, and 8 out of 10 members say that Monarch gives them a clear picture of where their money is going. So set yourself up for financial success in 2026 with Monarch, the all-in-one tool that makes proactive money management simple all year long. Use code TAFS at monarch.com for half off your first year. That's 50% off your first year at monarch.com with the code TAFS. This time of year, I'm trying to stay consistent with eating well, but between work, workouts, and commuting, cooking just isn't happening. And that's why Tempo gives me fresh, balanced meals ready in 2 minutes so I can eat the way I want to without losing time. Tempo delivers fresh, chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals straight to your door. Each meal is perfectly portioned for lunch or dinner and ready within just 2 minutes. That means real food, real fast, without that sad desk lunch or drive-through regret. With 20 new recipes every week made from nutrient-rich ingredients. Tempo keeps things exciting and helps you stay consistent with healthy habits. It's convenient, but it's also flexible enough to fit the way you want to eat. Even busy athletes like Maria Sharapova swear by Tempo for balanced meals that help them stay on top of their wellness goals. And no matter your goals, there's a Tempo meal for you. Protein-packed meals with up to 30 grams of protein, calorie-conscious, or even GLP-1 balanced meals. So for a limited time, Tempo is offering my listeners 60% off your first box. Go to tempomeals.com/TAFS. That's tempomeals.com/TAFS for 60% off your first box. tempomeals.com/TAFS. Rules and restrictions may apply. Shoot your shot on PrizePicks and get $50 off instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. That's right, PrizePicks is now giving you $50 in lineups when you sign up and play your first $5. PrizePicks makes every dunk, every dime, every board that much more exciting, so don't miss the chance to get started on America's #1 app for sports picks. My best friend didn't even know what a pick and roll was, and then he started playing on PrizePicks, and now he's talking to me every week about new players he likes picking. It's so exciting and gets us more amped watching the game. PrizePicks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get in your picks right, you cash in. Pick from all your favorite sports, anything from basketball, baseball, hockey, UFC, soccer, college basketball, esports, the list goes on. New feature alert, PrizePicks now has early payouts. If your player gets off to a hot start, You have the option of cashing out those winnings before the game even finishes. So download the PrizePicks app today and use code TAFS to get $50 off in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code TAFS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, it's good to be right.
I was going to make you my liaison to Burning Man.
Dude, your first
You
order
can be
of
my
business
psychedelic
is
czar. You can,
your
work on my
first order of
ketamine
business
policy.
is ICBM straight to Burning Man. Okay.
ICBM. Jesus. Wipes out Burning Man.
ICBM. Yeah.
What do you think of the whole singularity? It freaks you out, doesn't it? Are you into AI? How panicked are you about AI? Seriously, like scale like 1 to 10. Is it like, it's over? We're all going to be computer chip or what?
I don't know.
Or this is a computer.
This show. With
Is
the
this? Are
three
we
guys? I don't have enough time.
You know what I'm talking?
Yeah, like people call me about stuff, and I'm like, really? My sister's like mad about the East Wing of the White House, and I'm like, oh.
She should be.
Okay, it's Trump. He's obviously going to build some gross crap.
The people contributing to it are getting special deals using tax dollars, crony capitalism. I mean,
But
that's
there are
for good reason. You should
concentration
listen to your
camps
sister.
in the country right
Well,
now.
that's a fact too. He's
Right?
doing these
I don't
mass
care about a
deportations.
ballroom as much as
I get that.
People are getting just as mad about that. Or like
You shouldn't be as
we're
mad.
funding a
That's
genocide. We're like there are concentration camps in America.
Well said.
And like you're from California, right?
Yeah.
I'm from the western part of the country. Like I grew up around a lot of Latinos, and like you worked in restaurant industry. Like these are people that fundamentally just want to make more money for their families. They work their asses off. They don't complain about anything. After what your state went through in Los Angeles with the Marines, I realized I just kind of went to the office the next day. Life kind of continues as normal. What do you do if you
This resonates with me because I'm like, why is everyone going to their office? Why aren't people fucking waking up to what's going on in this country?
There's a fucking cage in Florida right now today. What do we do?
Just because what you just said is really important, and I love the way you said it, and I like sort of the outrage that you expressed. So last June, this all started when Donald Trump federalized 4,000 National Guard in California and sent 700 active duty Marines, not overseas, but to the second largest city in the United States of America, on war with his own country. Sent 5,000 troops. Talk about communities on edge.
I've never seen that in my lifetime.
No.
Yeah.
And he also sent out this guy dressed up as if he just came off a movie set.
The Folsom Street.
From the 1930s. No, bro, I wish it was the Folsom Street.
They said a gimp.
If it was the Folsom Street, we would be in a very different place.
Yeah.
It was right out of the 1930s. I mean, like with the Himmler haircut, Greg Bovino, in his Masked Men, where people are disappearing, cars are being smashed, windows are smashed, people quite literally on edge, racially profiled with sanction of the United States Supreme Court in their shadow docket that allow racial profiling on the basis of skin color, where you congregate, or your accent. That's happening in the United States of America today. And that's why we drew the line, and I shifted. I don't know if you've seen some of my social media. It literally shifted because I was like,
fuck a lot now.
yeah,
You say
not
the
like,
F word.
yeah,
you love
that's
saying
why I'm
fuck.
counting on my cinematographer to edit all that.
Fuck.
Yeah, fuck. But like, fuck. No bullshit. I'm like, why are people more pissed off? Why aren't you more outraged? Why are you going like you? Why'd you go to work the next day? And I'm sued to your question. So we're filing lawsuits. We're trying to call this shit out. We're trying to put a mirror up to Donald Trump. That's why we ban private prisons in the state of California. That's why we have most progressive laws as it relates to getting masked men, saying you can't unmask these masked men, saying it was fine. First law saying you can't wear a fucking mask. You got to show your ID. You got to tell us who you're from. I mean, if some guy dressed up, it was in a mask, sort of comes around me, I'm going to fight back. It's a miracle. There hasn't been more violence. And now these sons of bitches are killing American citizens. I mean, this is a private police force, a secret police force that has taken the oath of office to trump, not the Constitution of the United States. It should outrage and infuriate everybody. And so I'm trying to exercise it legislatively, legally, using my voice, trying to get more aggressive and blowing back at Trump. I think I've been pretty aggressive against Trump by standards, comparative standards.
And I think you've stared him down a bit.
And I've been punch a bully in the mouth, fight fire with fire. I did it on the redistricting stuff, Prop 50 in California.
Yeah.
And every day the fucker's attacking me. I mean, 2 days, new scum, all this sort of 8th grade bully bullshit.
Like what I'm seeing is like there's this guy watching YouTube in the White House, and then he saw a video about Somalis and didn't realize that they were 98% legal. And then now you know, Mexican people in Minneapolis are getting their fucking skulls bashed because of like basically he's arbitrarily just fucking with different democratic states and cities.
100%.
Right?
Yeah. It's what it all has in common. And by the way, and he went into democratic cities run by African American mayors as well. This guy's a piece of shit.
Are you calling yours? Oh no.
No, I mean this is the guy that put out the Obama video just a few weeks ago. I mean, you know, that didn't even get as much outrage as it deserved. Of Michelle Obama and Barack Obama. It's the birther guy. This is the guy called, you know, countries shit all countries. I mean, it's all, connect all these damn dots. These guys want to roll back, you know, the last half century on racial justice, on issues of voting rights, civil rights, LGBTQ rights, women's rights. You've seen it. I mean, anyway, so this, like, for me, it's code red. People need to wake up. We can lose this country. I really believe that. I talked about rigging the election before. I wasn't bullshitting about that. He doesn't believe in fair and free elections. He's a competitive authoritarian, which means he wants elections, the veneer of them, just like Putin, who got 87.3% of the vote last
good
time.
for him. Yeah.
Right? Just to show his largesse. And you saw it on display last night, this sort of vulgar display.
You watched it?
Yeah, you know, the state of, you know, red state.
You watched the whole thing?
I watched until the end, and then I
was
just
prepping for Gavin Newsom. I couldn't watch it.
Bullshit. You were reading my book? You weren't.
I finished your book. I'm actually not cool. I actually don't get.
You didn't watch it. You didn't watch the longest State of the Union in American history. It's a historic.
Was there any
speech.
funny?
Historic.
There was no funny parts, no.
Funny.
Yeah, he didn't say anything.
I mean, I thought the funny part is
he wasn't like Arnold Palmer's dick is bigger than I've ever. They used to say that the biggest. Yeah.
Isn't it amazing the shit he said all the time? Talk about.
It's just less funny now.
It is less fun. It doesn't feel derivative. It does feel it's the show is not as interesting.
Well, the truth is this, right? Like the first term, we didn't see stuff like this. We heard people talking about Russia and some James Bond conspiracy theory crap. And then we were told by the Democratic Party that in this last election, this is the most important election ever. And then Joe Biden made it seem like they didn't actually think it was the most important election if they sent him out on a debate stage like that. Like, if it's the most important election ever, if you're saving democracy, you're not going to do that. The Democratic Party isn't going to, they're going to take it more seriously.
Who's the party? The problem is everyone thinks there's like 6 people in a room, smoke-filled room, and we got ashtrays like this, and you know, we're deciding who the, you know, that's the black and white movie. That doesn't work like this anymore.
That's even more depressing.
It's so diffused. I mean, party is many, it's DCCs, it's you know, it's all the state parties, it's all of us. The party is Clinton, it's a composite of Obamas, it's Pelosi, but it's Jeffries, it's Schumer, and so there's no sort of centralization of that kind of decision making. Is my point.
Well, speaking of what is the party, like in the light of like Joe Biden was doing family separations, like you know, like a lot of these, like you know, under Obama, like ICE was dramatically expanded. Like I think that there has to be kind of a conversation amongst your caucus as to like what morally they stand for, because it really runs the gamut. There are people that are like making a lot of money, you know, in the stock market. They're wolves of Wall Street.
The inside trading is gross, man. I mean, and the revolving door for lobbyists is gross, and the fact you can be there for 73 years. Come on, how
long was Feinstein there? 750 years.
And that was hard, man. I remember. By the way, you know, it was hard. I have a story that I would share privately with you because she was such a powerful force in my life and supporter of mine, but it was hard near the end. And you know, I was with her talking about some Pentagon satellite issues related to climate and how we could early fire detection near the end with her, and I didn't know how bad it was until she was
talking about the satellite.
No, she was. No, I was talking about that, but she was talking about other things.
I used to go to the forest and pull my skirt.
It was. But she, you know, look, she's a legend.
What does it look like to be president after Trump? Like, what is like Barron's going to be at his dad's funeral, right? He's going to be probably pretty sad. He was at the State
of the Union last
night. Does he want to go to work as the president?
He doesn't have to work because he's made a ton of money. So
no, I think Barron, after his dad dies, is going to assume the throne of the presidency, right?
I think the throne is a good way to describe it. How about this guy? He's an emperor. Put his picture. He's got those giant posters on the sides of buildings all over D.C., Trump? Including the Department of Justice. That says everything you need to know. Just literally, like right out of some fascist playbook.
Can I give you a critique on something you said?
Like what you already have given many critiques.
You said the Democratic Party is too fixated on pronouns. Like you're walking into their trap. That's what they're saying.
No, I think
no voter has decided, like, I was gonna go Democrat, but their
changed the
fixation
pronouns?
on pronouns is like, no.
I think
What
there
you
was
say
a
is just like,
moment. There was some. I think it's not one thing. It's sort of the stacking of things, where there was. I'm just telling you, like old school Democrats I talked
you're
to.
walking into the trap.
No, I get that, but
There's
I
like
also think
three
there's some
trans
little bit of
athletes.
truth to that.
It's like people are like,
I
I would
get
vote
it.
for the Democrats were it not for their like
I get it.
they're damaging the integrity of girls' sports.
I get it.
Like, come on, dude, you're walking on the trap.
I get it. I get
Here's my advice to you.
No,
If they're doing their thing where they're like the Little Mermaid is black, right?
Well, that's
they're
just-
like,
that's-
and they're like,
that's
you ruined
gross.
my childhood.
Yeah, that's
the
pathetic.
Democrats are going to say, well, we sell it for all the black Little Mermaids out there. We celebrate our sister queen mermaid.
Right.
Instead, you just say to the Republicans, like, they're upset about the Little Mermaid being black. Just say, pardon me, but you're a pussy, and that's a baby movie. You're being a baby right now.
No,
the truth is this.
I like that. No,
they
I like
act
that.
Like they just act like SJWs at this point. They're mad at Bad Boney's
Well,
halftime
SJW.
show.
Why do I not know what?
Social justice. They act like
SAW, okay.
SJWs.
SJW. Interesting.
Was that the
shows how
dyslexia?
old I am. Yeah, it's like SWA.
Well,
Yeah,
they
exactly.
act like woke people, right?
Yeah.
They're like mad about. They're incensed at Bad Bunny's song.
He was good, man. I like that.
But who cares? Who's mad at the fucking? They're being babies.
I appreciate this, man.
You know,
I
it's
do.
just like.
No, but by the way, this was happening with CRT, DEI, ESG. We were constantly on the. This is why I started. That's why I went on Fox to debate Ron DeSantis, because they were winning that messaging war. They were flooding the zone. We were on our heels, not our toes. And narrative matters, and we were constantly on the defense. So what you're saying is very. I think I align with you on that in terms of being consistent. Where I have a
fuck up. Shut up.
But you know, but there are some.
Be normal.
But be normal. And I think they want us normal too. Everybody. Look, I know.
Just be like, mind your own fucking business. You know, it's not your life. You know.
This is good. Oh, thank you. This is good. See,
Why for me?
No, I'm like, what are you gonna like? But it's good. No, this is helpful, man. It's healthy. Look at that. Look at that. He's looking.
What do you think?
So it's 3-0 now.
All right, I'm not beating. Okay, here's my question.
That's how you started.
Here's my
this damn
final question.
This
What
sort of
I did.
competitive framework, man.
Well, I mean, it's
I was
just
just
we'll
here
let
to
the
get
girls
along
decide. We'll let the ladies decide.
No, but what you're saying is thank you. Just
Yeah.
like look, and I, you know, as a guy who's a godfather of a trans son, a trans godson, I appreciate what you're saying, man. And there are certain things where we may have modest disagreement, but I look. As we established, and it's well established in this book. I've been way out on all these issues, and I've been on the receiving end of the counter narrative, and I found myself often in a defensive posture, and so I appreciate what you're saying.
Here's my last question.
That's always the worst. That's the one that gets politicians in trouble the last.
I'm not. We're not going to get you in trouble.
I don't know. I want to find out.
You're my boy. I'm not doing yellow journalism. I'm hanging out with my handsome new friend. What are you talking about? I'm angling. You're gonna probably win.
Okay. Well, you want an
What? You think that
ambassadorship or
JD Vance is gonna look like a fucking potato next to you?
What is
Seriously, the cooler guy wins every time. I mean it.
Is that it?
Yes. Go through every election.
Rubio's pretty cool. What do you think of Rubio? You don't like him?
Little Marco.
Little Marco. He is. I saw him in Munich.
He's a Poindexter.
Yeah.
You're 6'3", bro.
Oh no, 6'2".
You were a shooting guard.
Yeah. Well, sort of
What was
forward.
your game?
It was. We were. You know, it was a short little league.
It was Marin County.
It was Marin.
Yeah. That's why you bat.
That's why I was
480.
on. That was why I was captain.
Yeah. The
all
baseball
leagues.
field was at a farmer's market.
Farmer's market where I was eating grasshoppers.
Yeah.
You never tried a grasshopper. You never answered.
No,
that.
I'm a regular person. I go to
politician.
Chipotle.
By the way, they're struggling a little bit right now.
Chipotle?
Yeah, which is interesting. I read it.
They really fell off a cliff.
I don't know what's happened.
It was a great restaurant. I don't know what's happened to it. Okay, we saw you survive kind of a recall election and kind of win by a landslide, which I think is like adds to your bona fides as like someone that's like
gotten scrubbed up. Yeah,
In addition, out of all people in state politics in California, you're kind of like the last one left from COVID.
Yeah,
right?
but that generally. Yeah, that. By the way, that's interesting that you say that.
Why am I the one that's?
I don't know. You've been interesting.
You're
in a lot of things,
you're the inventor of gay
disturbing.
marriage. Okay,
Yeah,
you're the first person to come up with the idea of gay marriage, which is like, come on, don't be ridiculous. What's the point of gay if you're gonna get married? Just be happy and rich. You don't have to get married. You don't have to get a dog. Okay. I'm just kidding.
I have
I'm
3
a
dogs.
nightclub
I have
comedian.
3 dogs now.
I have a dog too, dude.
What kind?
Pit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's the name?
Oh, actually, fuck you, dude.
What the fuck?
You try to ban
what-
pit bulls. You're a racist.
I did not.
You're a racist.
There was a
You're a
dog
racist.
mauling and 2 people got
So they're
killed
all
by
the
that.
same.
No, they're all the same.
They're all the same. Actually,
it was
fuck
horrible.
him.
Diane Whipple. It was a
She changed
horrible
my
experience.
life.
It
I don't know.
literally was a
I
horrible
rescued
experience.
her. She rescued me. Okay.
No, I
We've seen
appreciate
you
that.
do these things at various inflection points in your career that are very impressive, right? You also just you look like the fucking president. You do. It's like if it was on TV or something, it'd be like this guy, and it'd be like
Talking about more
there's a
engineers, more scientists,
there's a
more
co-
Nobians,
there's
and you'll
a
be
comment-
yelling at the screen. Just
comment-
be normal, bro. Be normal.
Al Qaeda
Whoa.
has sent a comet from space. Somehow they've developed comet technology,
By the
and
way,
the
don't
world
even
will
laugh
end.
about that, bro. That could happen. You gotta
go Morgan
That's why we
Freeman
have
style.
Space Force. It's a legit thing. You
I have no
You
idea.
gotta mind your space.
I think you talk about Bernie Sanders is Medicare for all. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, what's that?
what is your defined political project? Like what
Yeah.
throughout your career
Yeah, I
and
love that.
right now? Like what is the thing you want to accomplish politically?
I
Or
don't
in
have
your- in your
I don't
life.
have a brand. I don't have a tag, Make America Great, or I don't the Great Society, or something like Medicare for all the billionaires. But but for me, no bullshit. It's just standing up for ideals, striking out against injustice. It defines my why in every way, shape, form. Stand up for ideals, strike out against injustice. I'm a Sarge Schreiber Democrat. I'm into that whole '60s, the vernacular of the '60s, solving for ignorance and poverty and disease, and the spirit of the '60s, and the spirit of King, and and how the nonviolent movement and Gandhi and Havel and Mandela, that moral authority, that whole space. That's the zeitgeist.
Yeah.
And so that's me. That's my dad.
So
that's my mom. That's the book. And that's my why. And so standing up for ideals is what Gay Merged. It was about work I'm doing right now to sort of push back. We can lose this country, and
Right.
just feeling like I have to be held to account and strike out against the injustices of the day.
So if you had to define it, vote
I need
for
your help
me
to define
and
it.
you get
Well, you tell
X.
me. You're better at this.
I don't know. I don't know who you. What
I
your
just
shit
gave you
is.
my why, but how do you
I'm
translate
saying-
that into human?
What? So if you say make an appeal to a voter, right? Say if you vote for me, you get X.
Yeah.
What in a kind of concise, tangible sense? Talking to a regular guy.
Yeah, no.
What
And
is that
I've
offer?
struggled with being able to communicate. I told you what my why is and why I'm here, and I mean that. And and that's ingrained in every aspect of my life, and it connects the dot. Even in my private life, in terms of the business things I've done, stupid things like screw cap wines and selling wine at retail, in restaurants, trying to sort of break up monopolies and try to strike out against the injustice, the rigging of the system, et cetera. And it's part of,
What's
all
the
the
screw
iterations.
cap wine? What is that?
I see how here we're going back. But that's in the book. You got to buy the book.
Oh, because it's less classy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so it's just, no, it's just like.
But that's one of your L's in life? Dude,
No.
you're hot, dude. You're hot, dude. Why did you write this book? Just write a follow-up. Be like, this is how I became the hottest, biggest pimp. Dude, honestly, the reason Donald Trump, you stood him down is because he thinks you're handsome. I mean it. I mean it. The reason you were like, fuck off Trump, when you sent the troops in, was he was like, I like the hair, I like the way he dresses. You should be proud of it.
Oh, man.
You feel that? I think that's our time.
That's all the time we have today. And next week,